Okay, girls, here we are at part 2, Disney Fairies, very short fairy stories. Very short fairy stories. And the one we're up to is Ronnie Saves a Seahorse. And let's go back and remember about Ronnie. We read about all the mermaids. Here's Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie is a generous and affectionate water talent fairy. Her talent allows her to do magical things with water. She can shape it into any form and scoop it up with her hands without losing a drop. She is the only fairy without wings. Okay, remember there was a story last time? She didn't have wings, so she thought maybe she'd go live with the mermaids. And she liked the mermaids, but she missed her old friends, so she went back to Pixie Hollow. Okay, Ronnie saves a seahorse. That's a seahorse. Let's see how she does that. Oh, look at that picture. There's Ronnie, and there's a little underwater cave and all the interesting things there. While visiting the Mermaid Lagoon, Ronnie explores a dark underwater cave. Inside the cave, she finds a collection of sparkling treasures. She sees a mirror, a headband, and shiny seashells. She swims back toward the surface with her jewels and shells to show them to her fairy friends back in Pixie Hollow. Wow, she went in a cave and she found jewels and shiny things, just like Ariel, the mermaid. But on her way, she encounters a seahorse stuck in some seaweed. Oh no, what has happened? Ronnie asks aloud. As she gets closer to the seahorse, she notices that his tail is tangled in some string. She immediately gets to work unraveling the thread and sets the seahorse free. The seahorse is very thankful to be safe again. He takes his new friend Ronnie for a ride on his back around the magical Mermaid Lagoon. There they are. There's a seahorse swimming around and Ronnie's on its back. The end. Okay. Fira and the firefly flew. Firefly flew. Okay, these are fireflies. I remember Fira. She's the one that has a magical talent associated with light. She helps the fireflies light up everything in Pixie Hollow. Let's go back and look at Fira again. Fira. Where is Fira? Here, Fira. Here, Fira. Here we go. Fira. Nickname Moth. Fira is a light talent fairy. She can brighten the whole pixie dust tree with her glow. She is responsible for training the fireflies that light Pixie Hollow at night. Okay, Fira and the firefly flew. So she trains the fireflies. Is that Fira? It looks like, boy, she looks sick. Fira is a light talent fairy who takes care of Pixie Hollow's fireflies. The fireflies help provide light at night and work as flashlights when the fairies explore dark tunnels. One morning, Fira wakes up with a terrible cough and fever. What could have made me sick? She asks herself. A garden talent fairy arrives at her window. She tells Fira that the fireflies have come down with the no fire flu. The no fire flu. Oh no, Fira shouts. My poor little fireflies. She realizes that the reason she is not feeling well is because her fireflies are ill. She gets up and asks her friends for help. She must take care of her sick bugs, even if she feels ill herself. First, she stops by Tinker Bell's home and asks if she can brew her famous flu-fighting tea. Okay, so she stops by Tinker Bell's home. She wants to know if Tinker Bell can brew her famous flu-fighting tea. Next, she heads to Pixie Hollow's laboratory to pick up healing potions and medicines. She is in such a hurry that she knocks the medicine off the shelf. but she saves it just in time. I don't know if you see this picture, but she's saving. She knocks it off the shelf, but she zips down there and saves it from hitting the ground. So that's good. After Fira collects the medicine, she heads to the firefly nursery to help bring the fireflies back to health. She drinks some of the potion too and starts to feel better right away. Fairies from all over Pixie Hollow help to take care of the fireflies. They give them medicine, tea, and potions. Just like Fira, the fireflies quickly recover and are ready to go back to work. Fira is happy that all is well with her fireflies and that Pixie Hollow is back to normal again. The end. There they are. There are the fairies taking care of the fireflies who were sick. But now they're well. Okay, Beck and the berry battle. Beck. That must be Beck. We'll go back and read about Beck. 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 Here, Beck. Beck and the berry battle. Tinkerbell, there's Vidya. I think Beck's coming up. Fawn, Silver Mist, Rosetta, Tridessa, Beck. There she is. Beck is a curious and playful animal talent fairy. She has a gift for talking to all animals and reading their thoughts and feelings. This makes her a great translator between all the species of Pixie Hollow. So she talks to the animals. Okay. Beck and the berry battle. There's Beck. Those are berries. I wonder why there's a berry battle. One sunny afternoon, Beck visits a fairy friend for tea and muffins. The friends catch up on all the latest news in Pixie Hollow. Without warning, the table shakes and their cups of tea quiver and spill. "Oh my," says Beck, "I wonder what that was." As soon as Beck steps outside, a large purple berry soars past her and smashes in the grass. "Yikes," Beck cries. "Where did that berry come from?" Whoosh! Somebody must have thrown it. What's going on? Somebody's having a fight with the berries. When Beck looks out into the open field, she spots a chipmunk in trouble. Berries are flying at him from every direction. Poor little chipmunk. "Help!" the chipmunk cries. Beck runs over and hugs the chipmunk close. They hurry across the field and find shelter in a hollow log. "Just in time," says Beck, watching a berry crash where they were just standing. What's going on? "It's the great berry battle," the chipmunk responds enthusiastically. Beck is confused. "You are throwing berries at one another for fun?" she asks. "Yes," shouts the chipmunk. "It's messy, but cleanup is always delicious." Beck laughs. Even though a berry battle isn't her cup of tea, she can see that the chipmunks are having a berry blast. Oh, the chipmunks, they're just having fun, throwing berries around, and then they're going to eat them after they're done. So nobody's mad. They're just having fun. The end. Okay, two more. We'll read two more. Lily and the Outstanding Olives. Lily and the Outstanding Olives. I bet Lily is one of these gardening fairies. Do you remember? Lily. Let's find Lily. Here we go. Lily. Lily is a very gifted garden talent fairy. She is generous, patient, and the proud keeper of the most beautiful garden in Pixie Hollow. Lily can communicate with plants and sense if they are happy or sad. There's Lily. So she talks to plants. Lily and the Outstanding Olives. Lily is planting olive trees all over Pixie Hollow, so she wants to make sure she knows everything there is to know about growing them. She visits another garden talent fairy and asks to borrow her gardening book. "What do you need it for?" the fairy asks.
Are you sure you want the soup?
There's Grandmommy. No, I had a couple bites of the soup. I'm okay.
So
No
you
more
don't
soup.
want to eat until
I'll just
you
eat
go
at
there.
dinner. Yeah, that's right. Say hi to Katie and Lucy.
Hi!
This is a video. They can't say hi back, but they see you there.
Can
Okay.
you see me?
Yes. All right, back to the story. Lily, you know what we're doing, girls? James and Joseph, your cousins, are here. It's late afternoon when I'm recording this. We just got back from the swimming pool, and in a little while we're gonna go eat. We're gonna go eat sushi. I wonder if they have sushi there where you are. We like sushi. Anyway, we're gonna go eat, but first I'm gonna finish the story about Lily and one more story. Here we go. So back to the story. Lily wants to plant olive trees, so she visits another garden talent fairy and asks to borrow her gardening book. What do you need it for? The fairy asks. I would like to read about olives, how to plant them, and how to grow them, replies Lily. Oh, me too, the fairy responds. So now they both want to know about olive trees. There they are. Boy, there are nice pictures in this book. The fairies sit in the garden to read the gardening book. Ronnie, a water talent fairy, joins them. It says here, the garden talent fairy starts, that the olive tree is a species of small tree that is short and squat. The fruit is a small fruit, cries Lily. I didn't know it was a fruit. Yes, a fruit. Okay, so olives are fruits. They're not vegetables. Most people wouldn't know that. Most people think fruits are just sweet, but they're not. Yes, a fruit, Ronnie replies, and they are harvested in the green and purple stages. Fascinating, Lily adds. There they are. They're sitting around, and one of these is Ronnie. And you know which one? It's this one. I don't know if you can see the picture very well, but... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not Ronnie. That's not Ronnie. This is Ronnie. Ronnie has no wings. See, no wings. There are wings there, wings there. She's a water talent fairy, no wings. So they're sitting around reading how to grow olives. And so they're all learning together. They want to be smart and know how to grow things. Okay. One more page. The fairies learn so much about the olive trees that they decide to share their findings with the rest of Pixie Hollow. It is best for us to know all about the nature that surrounds us, Lily announces. This way we can take care of our plants and animals properly. All of Pixie Hollow agrees. The fairies decide to hold a nature class each week from now on, so they can all learn about nature. And then they're growing an olive tree. Look at the size of those olives. Those are actually normal size olives. The fairy, I don't know if you notice this, the fairies are little. That's what fairies are. They're just little. And there they are having their nature classes. Okay, last story for now. Then, because Granddaddy's got to go eat sushi with James and Joseph and Uncle Tony and your grandmother. Okay, a fairy berry cake. A fairy berry cake. I wonder who this is about. Okay, oh, Ronnie's going to be in this again. I can see that. There we go. There's Ronnie. She has no wings. You can tell it's Ronnie. Tinkerbell, that's Tinkerbell, and Ronnie love to have tea by the pond. They talk about their talents, their friends, and their futures. The tea is delicious, Tink says, but it's also making me very hungry. But let's get all the fairies together and bake a cake, Ronnie shouts. A cake, a cake. Excellent idea, cries Tink. The two fairies hurry to gather all their fairy friends. See, they're little frogs out on the lily pads, and they're sitting out by the pond watching the frogs, and they say, hey, a cake would be good. Let's go bake a cake. They find Beck and Lily near a honey tree. We're going to make a cake to eat while we drink this delicious tea, Ronnie shouts. What a wonderful idea, says Beck. I will bring some of this delicious honey, adds Lily. Next, the fairies collect blue huckleberries. Those are little berries, kind of like blueberries. Tinker holds up the sack while Lily fills it up. There's Tinkerbell. She's holding the sack, and Lily's filling it up with huckleberries, and they're going to use the huckleberries to make a cake. The fairies bring the ingredients to the kitchen. After a few hours, Dulcie comes out carrying